Всем привет! Как вас дела сегодня? How are you today? Итак, урок номер 6. Our sixth Russian language lesson. Today is 6th of January. And наш шестой урок, our sixth lesson. As always, I will divide the lesson in 9 parts. Today we're going to continue our short lesson that we didn't finish the last time. The first part is about verbs. The verb of the day. Номер один is the verb. Verb. And the verb of the day is знать. 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 Знать means to know, and every verb I advise you to learn always in pair. And знать, узнать is the second. Узнать is the second verb. Знать is in imperfective, and узнать is in perfective. Imperfective, perfective. Don't worry, this is not for beginners, so if you don't understand, don't worry about that. Знать, узнать. Just memorize this pair. Знать, узнать. Now let's conjugate the imperfective because this we are going to learn on this level. With узнать, about perfective, we will talk later. Итак, знать. Я знаю. I know. Я знаю. Я знаю. I know. Ты знаешь. Ты знаешь. Ты знаешь. You know. Don't forget to practice with me out loud. It's very important. And try to copy my pronunciation. Он, она, оно знает. Он, he, она, she, оно, it, знает. 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 Stress in Russian language is very important. Try to stress a correct vowel. I always show the stress. You can see the stress in Russian language textbooks for beginners. Знает. The stress letter is pronounced a little bit longer. Try to emphasize it. Знает. Знает. Pay attention. Do not pronounce other vowels in the word. Он, она, оно знает. Идем дальше. Мы знаем. Мы знаем. Мы знаем. We know. Мы знаем. Вы знаете. Вы знаете. Вы means you in plural or formal. Plural or formal. Вы знаете. Они знают. They know. Они знают. Знают. Learn this conjugation. Я знаю. Ты знаешь. You know. Он, она знает. He, she, it knows. Мы знаем. We know. Вы знаете. You guys or you informal. You know. Они знают. They know. Очень хорошо. Part number 2 is about nouns. Nouns. First, we are going to learn the nouns that answer to question кто. Кто means who. Кто. And our today's words are студент. Student. Again, don't forget to practice with me out loud. Copy my pronunciation. Student. Ye is stressed. Student. To make it feminine, just add ka. Student is a student, masculine, a boy, a man. Student, add ka, and it will be feminine. Studentka, student, a girl, feminine. Studentka. So student masculine, студентка feminine. Отлично, идем дальше. Преподаватель. 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 A is stressed. Don't forget to stress it. Преподаватель. O here is not stressed, so it will be reduced. We will pronounce it as A. Преподаватель. Преподаватель. Е is not stressed too, so we are going to pronounce it as E. So this one, O as A, Е as E when they are not stressed. Преподаватель. Преподаватель. Here, with this Е, the same thing will happen with this Е, and we will pronounce it as E. Преподаватель. Преподаватель. Преподаватель is a university teacher. Преподаватель. Преподаватель. Актриса. 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 Feminine. Actress. Актриса. Актриса. And masculine. Актер. Актер. Yo is always stressed, so we don't need a stress here because we know that yo is always stressed in a word. Актер, о, актер, то. Yo makes this there a little bit softer. То. Актер, актер. Хорошо. Now let's write down nouns that answer to question что. Что means what. So we are going to talk about inanimate nouns. Что, например, for example, машина. Машина. If you are not sure about your level and this is advanced for you, I have a playlist on my channel, Russian course for beginners. I have like 6 lessons there, but they're for real beginners. Reading, writing, you will like it. So make that course first and then come back. Also, even if you don't understand something, don't worry because I will come back to these topics, to these words, and we will repeat them one more time. Что? Машина. Машина is a car. Машина is a car. Квартира. Квартира. Видно там, видно. Квартира. Квартира is an apartment. Квартира. Проблема. Проблема. Проблема is a problem, of course. Проблема. 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 Проблема, problem, проблема. Язык, 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 a language or a tongue. Язык, tongue or a language. Язык, музыка, 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 music, музыка. Вино. Вино. O is stressed, so don't change it. Pronounce it as O. Вино is wine. Вино. Площадь. 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 Площадь is a square. Площадь. Площадь. Square. Площадь. Okay, let's continue with number 3, third part, and it is about adverbs. Adverbs. Adverbs of today are просто, просто. Просто means simply. Simply with the question how. How? Как? Просто. Simply. Simply. Просто. Запомните это наречие. Memorize this adverb. Просто. Or правда. Правда. Правда is truth, but the word that answers to the question how. Truly. Правда. Truly. truly. Правда. Как? Правда. Как? Правда. Хорошо. Четвертая часть, part number 4, is adjectives. Adjectives. We already discussed this topic a little bit, grammar, in our previous lesson. Let's continue a little bit and learn some adjectives. Арабский is the first adjective. Арабский. Арабский. Арабский is Arabic, да? Арабский. Here, E is the ending for masculine after Ka letter. So we can use I here because I is the ending for masculine adjective too, but Ka does not support I, so we will use E. Arabski is Arabic. To make it feminine, just replace E with Aya. This is an ending for feminine. Arabskaya, like Arabskaya ночь, Arabic night. Ночь is feminine, so we will say арабская, да? Арабская, Arabic. Арабский, masculine, арабская, feminine. Next adjective will be, we will learn it in pair. We will learn a pair of adjective. It will be большой and маленький. Synonyms. Большой, большой, маленький, 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 большой, маленький, большой, маленький. Both are masculine, большой, маленький. Ой is an ending for masculine as well. Большой, маленький. To make it feminine, we will replace ой with ая, большая, or маленькая, big, small, большая, маленькая, feminine. Большая, маленькая. Например, большая площадь, because площадь square. Did I translate it? Площадь is a square. Большая площадь, big square. Because площадь is feminine. So we will say большая. Хорошо, идем дальше. Новый, старый. Новый, новый, старый. Старый. Новый, старый. New, old. Replace I with ая and make it feminine. Новая. Новая площадь. New square. Старая площадь. Old square. Новая музыка. Because музыка is feminine too. Ends in a. Старая площадь. Or старая музыка, old music, да? Новый, старый, masculine. Новая, старая, feminine. Отлично, идем дальше. Let's continue. Так, and two more adjectives. They will be a little bit different, like французский. French. How do we say French in Russian language when it's an adjective, not a nationality? Французский. 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 To make it, E is the ending for masculine after K letter. E. Французский. French and something. It has to be followed by a noun and masculine. Французский. To make it feminine, we will replace E with ая. Французская. Французская. To make it neuter, maybe you want to say French wine, and wine in Russian is neuter. You will add ое. Французское. Например, вино, wine. Французское вино. French wine. Французское вино. To make it plural, you will replace E with IE. Французские, let's put вино in plural, вина. Вина. Французские вина. We discussed it in our previous lesson, so you can watch it one more time in the grammar part. Хорошо, and one more adjective will be what it was, американский, да, американский. Again, E ending because we have K here. Американский, masculine. Американский. To make it feminine, replace E with ая. Американская. Американская, let's say, мечта, dream. American dream, мечта. And it's feminine because it ends in A. So here we will use ая. Американская мечта. Ое, as well as here for neuter nouns, followed by neuter nouns. Американское, let's say, вино, if something like that exists. And американские, plural, вина, let's say. Хорошо, очень хорошо. Let's continue. And next part is about other words that we have to remember today. Number 5, other words. Other words, number 5. And it will be это. Это. Это means this. Это. Это marker. This is a marker. Это. In Russian we don't have is. We don't say this is. We say that's just this marker. Это marker. This marker. Это marker. That's all. Basically it will mean this is a marker, but in Russian we don't have is. Это. This. Эти. Plural. These. This. These. Plural. Эти. Эти. A means but. But. Твой. Твой means your in singular. Твой, your in singular. Or ваш. Your as well, but in plural or formal. Formal. Formal is when you speak with the person you just met, you don't really know, you will speak with this person in a formal way, or a person that is older than you, your teacher, your doctor, and so on. Ваш, твой, your informal singular, ваш, your formal or plural. Хорошо, идем дальше, номер 6. The 6th part is grammar. A little bit of grammar. 6 grammar. 6 grammar. Grammar. 6 grammar. Так. In grammar, today we are going to discuss questions. How to ask questions in Russian language. In Russian language, we have some question words that may help us ask questions, but also we can ask questions without any words. You just take a sentence and you can make this sentence a question by using your intonation. So just use your intonation in Russian to ask a question. So we don't have do or does before we ask a question. Just ask it. Например, for example, это новая машина. Это, again, our это, this. Новая, our новая, adjective, feminine, а я, новая, new, машина, машина. This is just a statement. Это новая машина. This is a new car. How to make a question out of this statement? Just by using your intonation. Это новая машина. Это новая машина or это новая машина. You can put an accent on the word or on the important word. Это новая машина. Is this a new car? Это новая машина. So just use your intonation. Is this a new car? Это новая машина. Это новая машина. Хорошо. Так. Это хорошее вино. Это хорошее. Here the ending is for neuter adjectives. Хорошее. And we can say by this ending that the noun will be in neuter. And of course it will be in neuter, and this is вино. Это хорошее вино. A statement. This is a good wine. Это хорошее вино. This is a good wine. To ask a question, use your intonation. Это хорошее вино. Это хорошее вино. Is this a good wine? Это хорошее вино. So the main word here is хорошее, is good. Это хорошее вино. Use your intonation to ask questions in Russian language. Это хорошее вино. Okay. Это итальянский кофе. We will write it as a statement first. Это итальянский кофе. Это итальянский кофе. This is an Italian coffee statement. How to ask a question? Is this an Italian coffee? Это итальянское кофе. Это итальянское кофе. Use your intonation. Это итальянское кофе. Это итальянское кофе. Is this an Italian coffee? Это итальянское кофе. Хорошо. Or так. Это интересный фильм. Это интересный. Это интересный фильм. Это интересный фильм. This is an interesting film. Movie. И is the ending for masculine. Интересный, interesting, because the following noun is masculine. It ends in a consonant, M. That means that it's masculine. So the adjective will be masculine too. Это интересный фильм. Is this an interesting movie? Use your intonation. Это интересный фильм. Это интересный фильм. Okay. And the last one. Россия большая страна. A statement. Россия большая страна. Страна. So большая, big, я means that it's feminine. It will be followed by a feminine noun. Страна is a country. It ends in a, so it's feminine 100%. Россия большая страна. How to ask a question? How to make it a question? By using your intonation. Россия большая страна. Is Russia a big country? Россия большая страна. Just use your intonation. Отлично, молодцы, супер. Let's continue with the expressions. Number 7, seventh part is expressions. Expressions that you will need to speak in Russian. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about this course. Expressions. Я знаю. Я знаю. Я знаю means I know. Я знаю. Я не знаю. Я не знаю. Я не знаю. I don't know. Я не знаю. I don't know. Я знаю. Я не знаю. Запомните эти выражения. Memorize these expressions. Я знаю. Я не знаю. Что еще? Да, я знаю. Да, я знаю. Да, я знаю. Yes, I know. Нет, я не знаю. Я не знаю. Нет, я не знаю. No, I don't know. Нет, я не знаю. No, I don't know. Я вас знаю. Я вас знаю. Знаю. I know you. Я вас знаю. And it's you in formal or plural. Я вас знаю. I know you. Я вас знаю. Это, это красивый дом. Это красивый, красивый дом. Это красивый дом. Красивый here, beautiful, is in masculine because дом is a masculine noun. It ends in a consonant M. Это красивый дом. This is a beautiful house. Это красивый дом. This is a beautiful house. And one more. Is это молодая девушка. Это молодая девушка. Девушка. This is a young girl. Молодая, ая, ending feminine. Молодая, young in feminine, because it is followed by a feminine noun. Девушка. Очень хорошо. Now let's continue with number 8, root words. Root words. Here we are going to learn words with the same root. Words that are related by the same root. Например, for example, правда. Правда. Правда is truth. Правда, truth. Правда. Право. Право. Право is your right or law. Право. Law or right. When I have rights, да, у меня есть право. Право. Неправда. 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 Untrue, a lie, not true. Неправда. Неправда. Правильно. Correctly. Правильно. Правильно. Correct. Correctly. Правильно. And the last one is правило. 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 Ой, sorry. Правило. Правило is a rule. Правило is a rule. And I have a very, very little time left for the short story. Number 9 is a short story that we are going to continue from yesterday. Short story. So the last sentence from yesterday was that my mother is a teacher. Моя мама, она учитель. She is a teacher. Let's continue with father. Это мой отец. Это мой отец. This is my father. Это мой отец. This is my father. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. Николаевич. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. His name is Олег Николаевич. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. Он архитектор. Он архитектор. Он архитектор. He is an architect. Он архитектор. And tomorrow we are going to continue this short story. So stay tuned. See you tomorrow. Увидимся с вами завтра. So, он архитектор means he is an architect. Да? Давайте еще раз прочитаем. We'll read one more time and we are done. Это мой отец. This is my father. Его зовут Олег Николаевич. His name is Олег Николаевич. Он архитектор. He is an architect. And you see that in Russian we don't have is. Just он архитектор. He architect. That's all. Все на сегодня. Спасибо.